Welcome on in. My name is PJ. This is a Raid Challenge video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the fusion calendar for Sanguine Maria, the new champion, force attack based. Let's get right to it. She is a mixed fusion, so we're going to need to get the epics and then fuse them into the legendary. There's going to be 450 total points. You need a total of 400 to get the fusion. Now, this is a little bit of a tricky fusion at first looks because there's a sneaky hero's path in there that we're going to talk about here in a second. But let's start here on Thursday. So fusion starting Thursday, October 23rd. We have champion training starting with the gear hunters. You can kind of double dip a little bit of that because we have, it doesn't show here, but there is a shredder event. The event dungeon is open, which depending on where you're using it, you can do DD for that, or the event dungeon, or gear hunters, whatever it's called. You can do the gear hunters along with champion training to finish that, and then once Friday starts, you can start double dipping or triple dipping with the ice golem, champion training, and gear hunter if you can farm ice golem and champion training. If you can't do champion training and ice golem at the same time, then you'll just knock out the gear hunters with the ice golem and the shredder event hopefully at the same time, so you will not have to worry about that. Then just working on champion training and campaign, ice golem, tavern, however you can do it to finish that up as well. Hold up guys, now is the perfect time to click on my link in the description and get a free Karato as well as 4 more insane free epics as you level up. Here's how to do it. Step 1, log out of player and play on PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch raid and complete the tutorial. Step 4, go to the inbox and claim your first champion. Don't miss out on your chance to get a free Karato after signing up, as well as Uugo, Rector Drath, Tagoar, and Mausoleum Mage as you progress through the game. So click on my link right now and let's crush this together. We have a gear enhancement. There's going to be 3 gear enhancements. Boom, boom, boom. Those are pretty standard. You're going to look at between 15 to 20 million silver for those. So you either have it or you don't have it. You can kind of help yourself by leveling up things to 15, level 15 before, and then get them to level 16 for the gear enhancement, save you a little bit of silver. But we're usually around 15 to 20 million. Then that comes with the summon rush as well. Probably going to be 7 to 8 sacreds depending on how they're feeling. They haven't released the champion pool for this. I think it's like Staltus, Wixwell, Kyoku, maybe there's a few others, so it's decent. We'll talk about if I'm skipping that or not. We're going to continue on with the event. So we got the classic arena, easy, just hit the 1-person defenses, and that's going to bring us to Monday. So Monday is when the hero path and the spider tournament is going to start. So the hero path is going to be open shards and get artifacts. So there's usually 3. They used to be called dungeon divers, now they're called gear hunters. There's usually 3 gear hunters, so we got 1. This is going to be the second one, and then we have number 2, but this is really the third one over here. So you're going to want to try to farm spider with the hero's path, work on that to try to save some shards. You also have the gear enhancement, again around 15 to 20 million silver. Champion training starts as well, so you can kind of wait depending on your spider team and how much you want to do for the hero's path. If you wait until Wednesday, you can again triple dip with the spider tournament, champion training, and the hero's path. You're always looking to try to double dip and triple dip on these events as much as possible. Then comes the Fire Knight. Really tough to do Fire Knight champion training, so you're probably just going to want to do a little bit for the hero's path, and then you can finish. And then if you're done with the hero's path, you can wait and do it with the second gear hunters, or technically the third, but real official gear hunter, second gear hunters as well. The second gear hunter is going to be pretty easy to finish off because you're going to have the Fire Knight and the dragon overlapping it, which is nice. Then you have the champion chase, which is going to be kind of probably pretty tough because they know that these are voids that you can save. Ideally, you want to save all your fusions to fuse up during the champion chase. I think this is also going to be 2x ancients, so it hopefully won't be too bad with 2x ancients on top of saving your epics. They might raise the points up a little bit, but I'm hoping they will keep it relatively low, and that should be pretty easy. Again, then we have the gear hunters, which you can do with the Fire Knight and Dragon, pretty easy. And then you got the last gear enhancement, 15 to 20 million silver. Now let's talk about the hero's path. So I think this is the first hero's path in a fusion that you have to do. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. I believe they've had some hero's paths in fusions before, but I don't think it was like mandatory to do. I think it was more of just like bonus. I could be wrong, but this, I don't really like if this is going to be in the future. Not a fan. I guess we'll see how it works out in this one. But this is technically 3 summoning events. You have the Summon Rush, you have the Hero's Path, and you have the Champion Chase, which is really rough. You have to get at least 25. You can skip 50 total, so you can get the 25 and skip the 50 bonus, or you can get 50 and skip one thing, or you can get all 75 and you can skip 2 others. That is something to maybe consider, depending on if you want to do the Summon Rush or not. Personally, I think I'm going to be skipping this Summon Rush for a few reasons. One, I particularly am not... I'm a fan of the champions on the Summon Rush, but I just don't need them. I have Wixwell, I have Staltis, I have Kyoku, so none of them are really jump out at me, and the Voids are decent, but I'm not pulling Voids right now. I'd be really pretty much pulling Sacreds, and I'm close to Mercy on Sacreds, so I don't really want to pop it for that, and I don't think it's worth going for. I think it's better to do 50 of the Hero's Path, and then probably do the Champion Chase as well, because you, like I said earlier, you can save up the epics. You can probably get at least 3, if not 4, depending on if you do the Hero's Path and the Champion Chase to help you. Definitely 2 or 3, which will be nice points. It is a Void, so you're getting 350 versus the 250. More points always better. But the other thing about this Hero's Path is we don't really know what's in it. I know some people were speculating that it's Leonardo. I don't think it's going to be Leonardo. I think it's going to be 2 different options. I think it's either going to be a soul for the fusion, or I think it could be souls for April and for Raphael, who we just had guarantees for. We just had the Titan event for April, and we just had the Deck of Fate for Raphael. So they could do some type of souls for either and or both of them, or they could do a soul for the fusion. It's kind of weird when they do souls for the fusions during the fusion, because you still don't know if you're going to complete it or not. Like, you could make a mistake and end up not completing it, and then the soul would be useless. So I'm not sure if it's going to be for her, but I definitely don't think it's going to be for Leo. That'd be way too generous of them to do Leonardo on top of the fusion together. So yeah, it's kind of rough that they're doing all these, because we know that, or we're assuming that Leo's also going to be Hero's Path as well. So that means we're going to have this Hero's Path, and then in another week or 2, maybe 3 weeks, have another Hero's Path. Could be souls as well, with this being shards. I don't know if they would do 2 shard heroes pass like within a couple weeks of each other. Maybe, who knows, it's Polarium. But that could mean that Leo might be souls, which kind of does make sense, because they just had a boosted chance for the souls recently. They had a small one, they had a big one, and then they had the event for Raphael with souls too. So they did drain our souls recently. Maybe this means that Leo's gonna be souls. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure this is not gonna be Leo specifically, this hero's path. But if it is a soul for Maria, that is a little bit intriguing, depending on what they do. Sometimes they make it just a 5-star soul. Sometimes they do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes it's a split soul starting at like 4, or sorry, starting at 3. So depending on what they do, I do think a soul for her would be nice. Definitely would want at least a 4-star for that crit damage. The 5-star with the accuracy would be a bonus, but you don't need it. The attack is definitely needed, and even the extra HP and defense get her a little bit more survivable. She's attack-based champion, so she's gonna be squishy. Her passive does help a little bit with that, but I think the extra defense, HP with the 1-star and 3-star would be nice as well. So I'm leaning towards one of those options, not Leo. And I'm definitely leaning towards skipping the Summon Rush personally. I think my play is, depending on what this is going to be, I'm going to skip the Summon Rush. I'm going to get 50 from here, and then I'll do everything else. I'll do the Champion Chase, I'll complete everything else, double dip, triple dip as much as possible, and see what happens. Hopefully it won't be too bad for points for the Champion Chase. I am a little bit nervous because they usually bump up the points knowing that people save the epics for points, and knowing that it's a Void epic is going to be giving us even more points. We're a little worried about the points there, but 2x Ancients, save your Ancients should help out a lot. Usually you can get pretty good points with 2x Ancients with a little bit of RNG on your side. There is some rumors that she might get nerfed or might get readjusted. We'll talk about that more if it comes true. I don't want to speculate or say anything yet, because maybe they won't, maybe they will, but we'll see in the next few days. They better do it soon if they're going to do anything, because the longer they wait, the more people are going to get upset. The other thing that people are talking about is if you can only do one thing, if you can get her or get Leonardo, because we know, again, Leonardo is coming in the future. What should you do? In my opinion, I think you should get Leonardo, mainly because he's a limited time champion. Depending on where you are, she honestly might be better for you if you're a late game or super late game endgame account. Depending on what they change about her, she is really, really strong in arena, good in PvE as well. But Leonardo's limited. Once he's gone, he's gone. You can pull her in the future. There's going to be progressive chances for in the future. I'm sure there's going to be prisms for in the future. It should be available in the future. Again, Leo will not be. So I would get the limited champion if you could only get one. He just thinks that we don't know really how to get him, because maybe if it is souls, you could get her and still get him, but we don't know. So you're going to have to save. They like leaving us in the blind, and it stinks. I wish we had a little bit more information on some of these events and stuff coming up. The other thing I just wanted to really mention really quickly, again, I said I wouldn't talk about this. Well, wait, make another video. But apparently they're upset about her soloing Fire Knight. I think Bronco made a video of her soloing Fire Knight Hard 10. Now, I haven't seen the video yet, just from what I've heard. She had a level 18 mythical Force Pass relic on her. I believe she also had a 5 or 6 star blessing on her, and also an insane gear. And I believe the run also wasn't consistent. So like, if that's what they're worried about, people soloing Fire Knight hard, like, that is so unrealistic. It's just like that. I'm really upset if that's what they're worried about. There are other issues, I think, with her soloing maybe other bosses, but other people solo other bosses as well, so who cares? Artak can solo Fire Knight hard 10, people can do Dragon hard 10, people can do Spider hard 10, people can do Sand Devil. I think Tolf the Mame and Epic can solo Shogun, so maybe it's time for someone to solo Fire Knight hard 10. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, but I know I don't want to get too much of a rant, because I definitely could rant about that for a little bit, and if they do end up changing her or whatever, I am sure I will make a rant video about that. But that's not this. This is mostly focused on the Fusion event calendar. Let me know what you guys think, if you guys are going for it, not going for it. If I miss anything, hit that like, hit that sub button, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.